Hel- Hello and welcome into the Lone Wolf Tarot. I am the Lone Wolf, and we're going to be doing a collective read for you. A collective. It's general, it's not collective. We don't do collectives, okay? We're doing a general read. This could be for anybody and everybody, you feel me? Now, the thing about this is with this read, this energy, right? It could be past, present, future. It's timeless. So, whenever you see it, when you see it, if it resonates with you, great. If it doesn't, please share or hang out. Just hang out with me. What's up with y'all? We got security guard coming out immediately. You could be a security guard, maybe. Maybe you were a security guard in your past life. No, I'm just joking. We're gonna get more information. Oh, Madman. I have not seen this card in forever. This card is a fucking mess. But anyway, and then Clown. Yeesh. No, let's continue. So let's get something for. All right. Inducement came out for security guard for Madman, please. Like me and this card, we're not enemies, but I don't fuck with this idea. Okay. Oh no. And then we have Clown. One card, please, for Clown. Okay, that's like multiple cards. So let me just shuffle you really quickly. It's like, should I take that? So we have Mask. Okay, so with inducement, there could be like a service that you're providing that people are trying to bribe you into doing. Maybe they're trying to persuade you to do it. Maybe it's very tempting to do it. Maybe you get some money from it or some type of sort, and that's why it's tempting to do so. Maybe it's like something that has to do with watching somebody or watching out for people. Like maybe even being a security guard. Maybe like you gave up this job, but you're looking to do it again, or maybe like that one guy who retired and was like that movie Taken, and they took the daughter and he was like, I have a certain set of skills, like you have to go back into like some type of field that you basically retired from or you gave up on or something of the sort. Like it's giving like that kind of energy because they're like trying to persuade you to do it. Like you don't really want to do it, but it is something that you get money from or you're tempted from or something of the sort in that area. Okay, let me see, is there anything else I'm missing with this? So with basically it's just Loki giving like you're maybe a security guard or some type of watcher, someone who like patrols the area, someone who's like trying to protect people or something of the sort, and maybe you don't want to take money for it. Maybe you just feel like it's a natural thing. Maybe someone's going to give you money for something like that you already like. Maybe like you're just like, oh, I'm watching your bag for you, and then someone comes back and they're like, here, no, take the money here, please. Like like that type of energy. Like you're doing it out of maybe the goodness of your heart, but you don't really want, and like you're not really looking for compensation, but someone wants to compensate you for some reason, and like you better take that money. You feel me? Like show that you're a good person by declining it, and then take the money type shit. Okay. Anyway, with Madman and idea, is low key giving like it's low key just because Madman is someone who is possessive or in possession. It's like giving like someone who's possessed or possessive in a way. So it's like giving like maybe there's a, I don't know how they all tie together yet. So individually, the energy of these two cards, Madman and Idea, is like somebody who had like it sparked the idea that is causing the craziness type of thing. Like they may be in their head a lot about somebody, something, some energy, and they're like starting to get maybe chaotic, and like the idea of it is like festering, or like it could be like self-inflicted chaos in their mind. Like let's say they're like, oh, my girl, my boy is cheating on me, and they're starting to go crazy with just an idea. They can spin and go insane off of one idea, and it's like it's kind of giving Loki like an unhealthy mindset. Like like, oh man, that person probably trying to rob me, and then like they're walking behind you. You guys are walking in the same direction, and they're going in the same direction. That's really what genuinely is. And you could think of something positive, but instead you think of something negative, and then you spiral. I'm out here by myself. My phone's about to die. Oh my gosh, do I have enough time to grab my mace? Are they speeding up? Are they speeding up? Like like you start freaking out, and like you're going ham, and it's just like chill. Like like maybe that's not even real. It's because Madman is like you're kind of crazy with it with these ideas. Now with Clown and Mask, we already had this combination, so this could be a continuation or just the same similar energy. So I'm gonna read it kind of similar, but like both heavy mask, both heavy deception, both heavy pretending to be happy. So like so there's some type of energy to where you would want to watch someone be there for someone, provide for someone, or provide for something. And it's like, it gives you a peace of mind to provide, or to be watching someone or something, or watching out for someone or something. And it gives you a peace of mind, because when you're not able to watch this individual, or watch this outcome, or watch the situation, whatever it is, or have this job, or have this gig, it's like you're doing it willingly. Like, you're providing a service and you don't want any compensation from it. You just want to provide this service because it makes you spiral out of control. So it's like giving like a parent who let their kid move in and not asking for rent because they want to know their kid's home every day and safe and sleeping safely. They get in their mind too much, and they're like, oh my gosh, my kid's probably going to be getting hurt, and they just go ham in their head. So they prefer that their kid stay with them. So they're putting on this face, right, that like everything's okay. They're lying so that they don't, so their kid doesn't feel pressured into moving back in with them. But they are vocalizing, like maybe potentially being like, hey, I want you to move in with me. There's no need for you to pay me anything. Like, don't worry about paying me any type of bills or anything of the sort. Just move in with me, and then we'll figure it out, type of thing. So like, it's giving like that energy. Like, it could be romantic, it could be parent kid, it could be roommates, it could be friends, it could be a job, but it's giving like, you want this service. Like, let's say the McDonald's you eat at, you decided to get a job there because you want to make sure that everything's super duper clean. So like, you go out your way and you clean really really good. You don't need no raise or nothing. You just want to know that the food place you're eating at, because this is like your McDonald's, your favorite place to go, is right next to your house, whatever the heck type of energy. And you're like lying to them, saying I'm a good employee, when in reality you're crazy potentially. And you're like I don't want to be eating off of this dirty ass place or whatever. I want to watch it and make sure it's clean. Like, it's given like there's a other agenda, and the agenda is fueled by craziness because of an idea, or because like you spiral type of energy. Okay, so we're gonna get and that's just what I'm getting. Okay, so we're gonna get a clarifier. We're gonna get more information with the tarot. Okay, so to bring it all together and to string all this energy together, so I can further shape the story of how they all relate, even though I kind of already seem to have done so, we're just gonna do it to like verify, or to get more information and see. So Judgment. Okay, so it's like low-key maybe a calling for you. Maybe you feel like it's a calling. Maybe you feel like okay, so there's a potential with Judgment. I'm gonna get a clarifier for it. There's a potential with Judgment, like you do believe maybe potentially this is your calling. So like, yeah, like being a mom, right, and your kid moving back in with you. It is your job to take care of your kid. It is your job to make sure that they're fine, they're safe. And just because you're spiraling out of control and maybe being paranoid when they're not living in your household and stuff, and putting on a brave face and pretending that it's not stressing you out, it still is your calling to be there for your kid. Look at the Empress up there, right there. She's like, yeah, that's my baby. Yeah, like that energy type of thing. So it's like, it's giving like, it's okay that you are spiraling. This is true. This is your calling. Now, is the spiraling okay? No, but like, it's coming from a good place. It's coming from like alignment. Like, this is really what you're supposed to be doing. You need to you should be maybe patrolling something or someone, or being there for someone, providing a service for someone or something, or like just being. And it's like, it's not something that you need to get money from. It's not something that you want money from. It's not something that like, it's tempting in a way because it satisfies the urge, the craziness, and like, you don't have to put on a brave face anymore, because now you're like fully aware of what's going on and stuff, and like, you're in your kids' business if this is kids, but it doesn't have to be kids, but it's just giving you the understanding of the energy that is happening. Like, this is your calling. This is maybe what you feel like is your calling. Maybe this is like your new phase in life. Maybe like your new phase in life is to let your kid move out, but tell them that they're open to, like, you're not trying to like also bribe them to move in, but maybe you are. Maybe like, you're like, hey, look at, like, if you move in with me, you'll save so much money. If you move in with me, you'll benefit some way, somehow. Like, maybe you're trying to tempt somebody to allow you to provide this service as well, allow you to like watch over them and protect them in some type of way as well with it. So like, maybe the new phase is for you to release this individual, or release this situation, and it's like you're trying to bribe them because of your own mental rambles, your own overthinking. So we're going to get more for the Honestly, we're gonna get more from the madman and the idea, because I would love to know exactly the nitty gritty. Oh my gosh, I am so tired. So we already talked about this card. It's a mystery. Okay, maybe it's a mystery because I there's so many people gonna watch this video, right? Or maybe because it's none of my business. Maybe it's your business. Maybe I'm not supposed to put your business out there. But it's like some type of idea that you have, some type of worry, fear. It doesn't have to be positive. It doesn't have to be negative. It's just something that you're a state that you're in. It's not letting me tap into it because honestly, I mean, I don't know why I keep this card in here. Sometimes I want to take it out, but I like having a mystery card because it challenges me. So it's like giving like there's a mystery to this that I'm not allowed to know, because it's kind of like diving into your personal space, your mental space, and I shouldn't be diving into your mental space and like putting it on blast or something of the sort. But it's also giving like it may be different for everybody what you're worrying about, or what you're stressing about, or what you can't think, or what you've been thinking too much about, and like, you know. So can we get more information though outside of the details? So there could be something maybe you want to communicate with this idea, or maybe like this tempting for you to get more information. Maybe this idea that you have is not very detailed, like not what I'm looking for, not very anchored. Okay, so maybe there's not a lot of information for you, like you kind of want to watch this job, want to watch this place, want to watch your kids, want to watch something, because you don't know what this person is doing. You don't know. Maybe that's why it's also a mystery, because you don't know what the hell's going on, and you want to dive more into the information with the Page of Swords. You want to like maybe communicate with this person or get more insight on what's really going on, because right now you're fabricating stuff, you're spiraling. Like the same example, if someone's following you, but you knew, like say if you knew about the neighborhood and who moved into the neighborhood all the time, and you knew that this was a neighbor, you know, then you wouldn't be spiraling. You'd be like, oh, this guy lives right next door to me. There's no problem in them following me home, because technically they're not following me. They're going home too. You know what I'm trying to say? But you don't know the information, so you can spiral it any type of way. This is a new person, a new face. I've never seen this face before. Well, are they nice? Are they racist? Are they friendly? Are they hungry? Are they just walking around? Do they need help? Are they trying to come up to me and ask for direction? Maybe their phone died. They need to ask if they could charge their phone outside of my outlet. Like, you know, like there's so many things you could spin it, you know what I'm trying to say, because you don't have enough information, so you're trying to get more information. Maybe it's a mystery to you too with the mystery card, and that's why you're like trying to get more insight on the situation. You're more curious about it, and maybe your mind is trying, like you have a lot of mental energy towards this idea or towards this, and it's getting like kind of hectic to where you're now maybe needing to communicate, or like, you know, make some type of advancement when it comes to understanding this situation, okay, as well. So maybe that's why it was mystery, because both of us don't know nothing about this situation, and whether it is your kids, maybe your kids are like, you know, posting a lot on social media, but they blocked you, and now you're like, oh my gosh, I need them to freaking move back in, because they're just out here probably partying and doing crazy stuff, and I don't know what, they don't talk to me as much as they used to. Maybe I should try to talk to them, but I'm their lame mom, and what they do, like, you know, like it's going into like a tangent spiral thing. So can we get a little bit more information, a little bit more insight? Sorry, the card that just came out just made me laugh, because it's like you're really in your head. But let's get a little bit more insight, please, on the madman. Okay, so yeah, maybe you only get to see what this person maybe potentially posts online, because we did bring up online, and now it's like the Six of Wands out here. So maybe like this person is out here like progressing or moving or doing something in front of you, or this job is moving and progressing, and maybe like they're asking you for, maybe like you're going to an interview and you're like, oh no, I don't know if if I'm worth what they want for the job, or for this person, or for this situation type of thing. And it's like you may lack self-confidence, or you're trying to build up your self-confidence, and you're trying to like maybe become victorious for the situation, to get more information from the situation. It's also giving that you're potentially like watching your kids online, or watching someone online, or like, you know, seeing bits and pieces, whatever is public face, like whatever is public information kind of thing. Like it's not like it's common information, it's not the depths, it's not the, you know, the details. It's just, if they are posting online, whoever you're watching, or someone that you're trying to get more information about, or something that you're trying to, like, low-key, I'm not gonna lie, this energy is heavy stalker, right? Like, not even, I'm trying my best not to make it a stalker, but it's like, this energy is heavy giving, like, a stalker, an obsessive person who's trying to act like they're not upset with the fact that this is like that they have to watch from the shadow, that they're not involved, that they're not, like there with this person, providing for this person, or being able to watch them when they sleep, or being able to like give them money, or like, like it's just giving like somebody is upset because they're not there, and they have to watch from a distance, and they're trying to keep their face, and with the judgment card is giving like you're supposed to be there, but somehow some way you're not there, so now you're watching from a distance, and there's like a need to communicate to get there. Maybe like, let's say you and your friends started a band, right? This doesn't have to be romantic, that's why I'm giving an example. You and your friends started a band, and you moved away, and then you were like the one who started the band, or maybe you're the one, like and they replaced you, and now you want to know if you can get back in with it because they're starting to get successful, and they're posting gigs and stuff, and it's just like you're missing out somewhere, and it's like you don't even want to do it for the money. You miss your friends, you miss being there with your friends, you know what I'm saying? You know all the songs and stuff, and now they have to like teach the songs to a new person or something. Like it's just giving like you're missing out on like the celebration that was supposed to be your judgment, was supposed to be like your, let me see if I'm still recording audio. Okay, sorry, I pressed something. But like it was supposed to be your judgment, okay? And it's not coming to you. It's not, yeah, it's not clocking to you, bro. But no, okay, so anyways, I feel so bad, but like this is low-key a stalker energy. Let's get some more on the security. So it could be some, like maybe you're very emotionally stable, very controlled, okay, very like supportive of this individual. You want to invite. You want to provide. I was gonna say you want to provide some type of emotional balance, some compassion. Maybe you want to be supportive. Maybe you you feel like you're the only one who can tolerate this situation. Like whatever this is, you feel like you bring the King of Cups energy as a service to this idea, this thing that's in your head, this stressful situation that's like overpowering you, mental energy, okay? So like you really feel like you can bring some type of control, or maybe some type of like what I'm looking for, like insight. Like say if someone's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing with my life, and you're supporting them in that type of way, and you're like telling them, like you're giving them perspectives, low-key, okay? You're giving them perspective in some type of way. This will make you very happy to do so. Like you feel like you're very supportive, and you're like maybe even leading them down different pathways that they didn't expect, but you're there with a good heart and a good mind. Like it's not giving like some stalkerish energies, some obsessive energies are like madman. Like you do have madman tendencies, you feel me? You are a little crazy, but like you're not crazy in what you want to provide for this person. Maybe you want to provide some type of financial abundance. Maybe you have ideas that will provide finances and you don't need to be compensated. Maybe you want to be a therapeutic person because you want to get some type of practicing or something, because you do have a service where you're therapeutic, but you like to practice on your friends or something. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's giving like you want to be there for somebody, but you also have a tendency to not know what's going on, and that's what's like motivating you. Like you're like low-key being like, I really need to know what's going on in your life in depth and detail, or else I'm going to spiral. But I also want to provide for you in some type of emotional way. It could be romantic, but it's very much just giving like emotional support, empathetic support, someone there for you as a good friend or as a good like counterpart when it comes to emotions. Like they just care about you or providing for you. So this is your energy trying to provide for somebody, this emotional, and it's like overbearing. Like the energy is in my heart, and it's like I need to do this. Like something is really calling you to do that. Like it's driving you insane. It's making you like insane, low key. It's like you just keep thinking about this person and they're spiraling, or the situation is spiraling. Let's get some more on the, like you're having such a brave face. We're moving into clown. You have such a brave face for this situation, but it's like you're lying to yourself. You're lying to, yeah, like you're maybe potentially pretending what is happy, that you're successful, that you're celebrating, that you feel happy over here. You could be pretending that way for it to clarify with that, when this is like the mask. Both of these cards, by the way, clown and mask, both say mask. Okay, so the clown, this pretending to be happy. This person's pretending to be happy. Maybe people around them are seeing that they're moving on and they're happy. Maybe there's a feeling that you think the person that you're observing, or the situation that you're observing, is pretending to be happy. Like how could they pretend to be happy when you're spiraling? Or maybe you feel like maybe like, yeah, maybe you're watching them and then you're like, they need me. Oh my gosh. So I just want to get like, I just want to emphasize even more. I'm gonna have to just like, it's like an overall energy that I want to pull from now, because it's like this energy together is so heavy. And I just want to know, like, is if the judgment card coming out, right? The hermit. Okay, so like with the judgment card coming out, this person is maybe potentially trying to figure out exactly how they're going to progress towards like becoming like like they're going inward, so they're not speaking out loud this energy, you, right? This energy, you, is not speaking out this out loud. Like, you're dealing with this personally, like, this is none of my business, this is none of anyone's business, this is your business, type of thing. You want to figure out, like, if you don't get this true calling, like, it's low-key giving, like, if you're not getting the judgment card, you're getting the hermit. Like, you don't want nothing else but to be involved in whatever this is, whether it's romantic, platonic, work related, whatever. Your kids moving back in, like you basically are like, I'm unhappy, I'm unhinged, I'm unrested if I'm not Six of Cups, giving to this individual or giving to this situation in the way that I want to, providing a service for this situation. So it's like giving, like, you really want to get into Harvard and you're not going to any other college if you don't get into Harvard, type of thing. Like, it's like, I don't care. That's it. I'm not moving. I'm not making. So can we get some information on exactly how to progress in the situation? Because for somebody to, like, they're trying, like, this energy, you, right, let's say this is you because you're watching, it doesn't have to be you, it could be your ex, it could be your mom, trying to get into your business, whatever it is, put it where it needs to go. But it's given like this energy, which I'm saying is you because you're the viewer. This energy is like, how do I say this? Like, trying to figure out inwardly, internally, how to manifest or how to get closer to their judgment, how to get, like, they're trying to find their way. Like, you see how they're facing the judgment, and they're like with the light, and they're like trying to let this light guide them. Like, they're trying to focus purely on how to get this inner calling, how to get aligned with this. Yeah, they're just trying to figure it out, which is sad a little bit. Like, maybe there's a need for you to be forgiven or you to forgive someone. Like, it's also given, like, you need to redeem yourself for being also independent. Maybe you vocalize that you want to be by yourself, and now you're getting more wisdom that may have been the wrong choice or something of the sort, and you're trying to get more guidance on the situation. Maybe you're meditating on it. Maybe there's some type of conscious connection because of the calling between you two or between the situation. Like, maybe you feel it drawing near. You're like following the path. You know the song? I'm following the map that leads to you, and nothing I can do. The map that leads to you, the map that leads to, follow me, follow me, follow me to you. Okay, because, like, they're following their inner guidance, so they're following me to the map that leads to you. So whatever the you is, whatever they're spelling out of control, but what do they need to do, or what is some type of advice or guidance we can say to this individual to get closer to this crazy? First of all, I want to just say, your thoughts are not your own when it comes to this. Okay, so it's going to be a challenge. There could be a lot of people maybe wanting this position, or maybe wanting this individual, or maybe wanting this in general with the Seven of Wands coming out. So it's like, maybe there's a challenge. Maybe you need to be very perseverant. Maybe you need to believe in this. Maybe believe in yourself and continue. You don't like the food? I don't like that thing. Okay, well then don't eat it. Okay, go get an apple. Did you eat everything else? Okay, turn off the TV. Close the door, please. Close the door, please. Thank you. Tell your brother to turn off the TV. Ain't no one told them to watch TV while they eating lunch. They just be doing whatever they want. But anyway. So you need to put, like, maybe you are very defensive as well. I feel like that is a masking tendency. Now look at the other one that no, I want you to turn off the TV, and I want you to eat the food. I want you to eat your food without TV. Thank you. That's what I want. Okay. So anyways, like maybe you have a mask or facade that you put up that's very defensive. Maybe you need to lower your defensive, but it's also given like there is going to be potentially a challenge, and like you need to persist when it comes to the challenge. Like don't give up. So this could be maybe you need to get creative with how you approach it as well. Whatever this is, okay. It could be something with marriage. It could be some type of maybe you need to listen to your spirituality. Maybe it's like it's hard for you to actually because like maybe you're a very logical person with the madman, right? Madman and crazy. Like maybe it's a new like this was giving. Maybe you're a very logical person, right? And you have to be illogical in a way that like you have to believe something that you've never felt before or done before or seen before, and like you really maybe spiraling because like let's say this is your first time ever being spiritual or opening the door to spirituality, like welcome guys, but if it is your first time it's kind of a little bit unhinged to like think you know what someone's thinking or feeling things and not having any physical evidence towards it, like you could be perceived as crazy type of thing. So it's giving like you have to be persistent when it comes to actually believing in your inner guidance to lead you closer to this calling that is on your mind heavy, that you're obsessing about, whether it's platonic or not, which is low key seems like you're just obsessive about somebody or something, okay? So like you have to, it's new for you though, it's a new feeling. You have to keep going, keep feeling it, keep like accepting it, keep understanding it, keep diving into it, keep like like you can't pretend that it's not there anymore, like something or someone it opens you up to the spiritual side of life type of energy, and it's like you want to be in cahoots with it potentially as well. It doesn't have to be the spiritual side, but it's just giving like maybe you never wanted to be a doctor before, and now you have a calling to be a doctor, and it's like you have to persist and stuff, and it's like you start to spiral or whatever. It doesn't have to be spiritual, but it's giving like there's something new that you're embarking on. Something, it could be romantic, but it's also giving like just new feelings that you've never had before towards something, towards someone, towards like understanding a topic, which could be the spiritual part of what I'm trying to say. And it's like you're trying to fully embrace these feelings while still committing to them, which is hard sometimes because there's no maybe evidence that these feelings are accurate, or like that they should be, or like maybe like there's a potential that they're maybe an illusion to you, like you never, like how could this be real type of energy, like how is this real? That's what Loki giving, okay? And like you gotta just persist in it and like put up a good fight and don't give up just because some things may seem crazy. Okay, any closing messages? Any closing messages for this person, for these viewers, for whoever this is resonating for? It's like, no, that's it. You said everything. Oh, no, it came. Okay, so closing messages is the 8 of... So, you got to release these negative thoughts. You may be very much in your negative mindset. Like the madman was very much giving like, oh, I'm spiraling. And like, so like, let's say this neighbor that was following you, right? Let's get back on that. They're super nice, and like because I've done this. Actually, I'm gonna use myself. So I moved to recently. Y'all see the change in the environment. I've moved recently, and my neighbor was being so nosy, right? And she was like talking to me. She only speaks Spanish, and I speak Spanish. So anyway, I didn't have to tell you that part. But she was basically speaking to me, and she was like asking me if these were my kids, and I'm like, yeah, like of course they're my kids. And she was like, oh, I was just checking on them. I thought they were here by themselves, and I'm just like, that's so crazy. But it's just like they thought I was sitting here and like renting a room in this house instead of the whole house being my house, right? So it's like they were in this mindset about me and like spiraling about me and like basically like being judgmental of me, and in response I was kind of getting pissed off at them because they were being nosy and getting my business. I'm the lone wolf, so like I don't really mess with nobody. I try my best to live in the country. I couldn't live in the country, blah blah blah, so I moved. But it's like just giving like I don't like people in my business. So I'm thinking negative of this woman, this older lady who's speaking to me. And I'm like, she's obviously giving abuelita, but she just like pissed me off because she asking me if my kids are my kids and like, oh, who are you living with? And like, just getting in my business. I'm just like, I don't really want to talk to you about this type of thing. But instead, I changed my mindset about her. And I was like, oh, she's an old woman. She worked hard to get where she's at today and blah, blah, blah. Like I was trying to be positive about it. And then me and her had an actual positive conversation. And we got to know each other on a more positive level and a more intimate level. Okay. So it's giving like I could have let them this idea of like, oh, these neighbors are racist, or oh, these neighbors are ratchet, or oh, these neighbors are nosy, they're watching me, they're this, they're that, they talk about me, and like let it spiral and control me and like contain my mind. Or I could have like, opened myself up to unlimited possibilities and been like, oh, she's just an old lady who, wants to get to know everyone who moves into the neighborhood and blah 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 and za za za. And, like I made it positive and was just like, oh, she's just a lady who loves her life because she gets to walk around eating ice cream all day. Kind of just like, dang, she was patrolling, like walking back and forth past my house eating ice cream and stuff, but like all day. And I'm just like, lady, like you're being nosy. But I left the mindset behind, the negative mindsets, because in reality I don't know her reality. I don't know what she's doing. And even if I do have feelings that may feel like this, they are like, or an idea popping up in my head just because she's asking about my kids and stuff, it's like that can spiral this whole negative mindset. And now you're in a reality where you feel like you're being watched in your own house and you don't feel comfortable and stuff. Or you can release these negative mindsets and release this imprisonment. And even if you're right about them watching you and stuff, why live that way? Like just live a life where you're just sitting here being like, you know what, I'm pretty sure she's just bored, lonely lady who just wants to say hi. Maybe she wants to get the kids some ice cream or something, and she's just friendly and stuff and wants to get to know everybody because she lived here all her life and blah, blah, blah. Like, I learned a lot about her in that little bit of moment we talked, but I had to go. I was working, but I just came home to grab the umbrella. But, like, yeah, that's what I'm just giving. It's giving, like, you could be trapped in a mindset that's hurting yourself, and it's only because of you. Like, it's no one else, it's just you type of thing. Like, you can't the lovers at the bottom of the deck, you can't control anybody, you can't make anything real, you know what I'm trying to say? It's in your head type of energy. So like, just make sure, yeah. And then whatever you're making into your head is progressing and expanding. So like, you could be really crazy controlling your like whole situation and making it go negative. Like, I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I could just really be sitting here and like being mean to my neighbors now, and like, ignoring them when they try to say hi to me and not being nice, and like, being distant and cold, and I'm missing out on blessings and stuff, and my life is expanding more in a negative mindset because I let these negative minds and negative ideas fester and spiral out of control and get chaotic to where now I'm in a miserable environment, where in reality I could be getting invited to, her birthday party, or she could be, I'm trying to say, helping me out and like watching my back, and vice versa. Like, like it could be healthy or it could be toxic, but you're expanding towards potential negativity because of your spiraling and pretending when you don't want that. So like, that's just like a warning, or like, also a little story about my situation in my life. I don't really talk about myself too much with these readings, so I bet you guys are like, ooh, she got more information. She gave us some information. But let's get a crystal, please. One crystal card, please, to rule them all. But one crystal. If y'all know what I'm talking about with that, that's funny. But anyway, one crystal card. So we have obsidian, death. Oof. Death. I don't know, man. It says, to the well-organized mind, death is but the next adventure. So it's like, I don't know what this has to do with anything. Maybe you're ready for the new adventure. Maybe you're ready to try to seek a path. Maybe it's like, when I get death cards, I low-key think of like inevitable. Like, think this is inevitable, that you're going to be able to get back into this idea that you're spiraling out of. Maybe we won't have to pretend that you're happy anymore. Maybe you'll get more information about this situation and stuff, and like, you'll be involved in it more. You'll be able to provide the service that you want. Like, it's inevitable. It's coming. But it's also giving like maybe the death of like the obsessive spiraling mindset, the pretending, the person who like, doesn't follow your your nudges, your guidance, maybe like the death of you not being spiritual anymore, and now you're opening yourself up to the spirituality of like believing these feelings and this intuitive nudges, and like that this is your calling and this is what you're supposed to be doing, and embarking on it and actually beginning something new. There's like so much ways that we can spin this death card. I don't really fully know exactly, so that's just like what I got for you with that. But if you feel something from that, and maybe you love obsidian, maybe this is just being calling you to get obsidian. It's maybe a protective spell, a protective crystal. Maybe you need to protect yourself from your ideas. Maybe you need to protect yourself in general. But yeah, that being said, I'm gonna close it out. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. Doo, doo, doo.